fear through Killarney. Now I'm back, hitching with the wind. But if Mickey Flynn should ever find me, I'll throw me caution all behind me and square off on that son of a bitch again. He cracked open a river too, he beat me Sunday through and through, and so jiggle my unconscious strain. I won me healthy sheriff fights, well lucky son, still have me life since Mickey Flynn beat me dumb and lame.
Hello everybody and welcome to Whiskey Ramble. My name is Steve and I have a drinking problem. You're supposed to contain yourself. It's not funny, it's a serious problem. Yes, I'm your Steve. I told Shane to contain himself while I was doing this new introduction. Because I was going to do this. I was going to audibly pour. But Shane fucked it up.
I didn't expect that.
I know, that was the joke. You want to start over? You want to try it again?
And I don't, because you're not going to get the authenticity of my chuckle.
Okay, so yes, I am Steve. God. I have a drinking problem. I am your host here on Whiskey Ramble. I'm joined as always by Shane. Shane, how are you now?
I don't know, man. I'm good. I'm thrown off, but fine. And you?
I'm fucking terrible. It is post Singles Awareness Day.
Didn't know.
Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Oh, that. Yeah, I worked
right.
a double.
Yeah, see, when you're in a relationship, you don't think about it.
You don't.
Did you get the sex?
No, I did not.
Oh, wow, it's terrible.
Tell me
Just another fucking day.
It's, normal. I worked a double, so, not a whole hell of a lot of opportunity there.
Well, I'm sure you're like an hour window, right?
No.
Did you do anything today?
We did. We went and we saw a couple movies.
A couple movies, just movie hop?
No, we went into Ambler with like all the old folk.
You went into Amber?
Hey now. She's a freak. Ambler, to the Ambler Theater. Okay. We saw Parasite, and then we went and we saw Just Mercy later. Only white people in the theater.
I have no idea what that is.
Didn't matter. Just a decent movie.
Okay. Worth the money?
Yeah. I'd say it again.
No movies are worth the money for me.
Well, that's the thing. I pay for a pass thing. So, I could just see how many movies I want for.
Gotcha. So, it still doesn't matter.
For you, no.
I haven't paid for a movie in forever. Still can't get over the introduction. I'm still terrible, still dry. Still drunk. Still have a drinking problem. I still haven't won a bet. Actually, I did win a bet. It was Ben Simmons double-double and the Sixers to win the other night.
That's an easy-ass bet.
I know. It was an odds boost, so I had to take it. That's the only bet I won. Other than that, I've just done some really stupid fucking parlays.
Stop!
You said something to me, and I was like, hold on, I have a reaction to it on the podcast, and I fucking forgot.
Were you drunk? I guess you had to have been drunk.
I was, yes. Yeah. When am I not drunk?
That's fair.
It's when I'm at work. That's when I'm not drunk.
Yeah. And slightly buzzed to begin podcasts.
Yes.
But rapidly changes throughout.
Yeah, so I started off with that. Let's go back to the introduction. I started off with that because I've learned that Shane thinks I have a drinking problem. He finally came out and said it. I said, hey, do you want to record tonight as opposed to tomorrow morning? He goes, as long as you're not brutally drunk. I'm like, damn, finally he's honest. I'm like, I know I get fucking drunk and it's embarrassing, but...
Well, that's the thing. The whole trick that I've learned and all the feedback that I've gotten from different people who end up listening to this show, so thank you to those of you who do, is it's fun to get drunk with you whilst listening. But if you're already there, it's like being the sober guy at a party and you're walking in 3 hours after everyone's been there.
This is probably how people feel about me at a bar as well.
It's a fucking nightmare. So I'm just sitting here I got nothing to fucking contribute right now other than let's get this guy home.
I know, that's why I felt bad about the last Disciples of Ed.
That was a good show.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, you were fun.
Yeah.
And smart. I swear, of all the people who have drinking problems, you certainly function better on it than off it. And I know that I should be sitting here and being like, no, put the bottle down, Steve. But for the brand, dude, keep it going.
Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge up here, and then once my liver's kicking, I can just spew it out. But I literally walked in to the studio here before the show, and I said, guys, I'm not going to talk that much. And then I just kept talking. That's the whiskey.
But again, it works because I was exhausted. I think I was on like my third or fourth show.
Yeah.
Rob has a tough enough time trying to host us when we're both here and like kind of guide the conversation. You didn't have to guide anything. You were just like, just going to fucking talk. Or at least that's what, your
he brought up a
drunken
point,
mind
I just went off of it.
That was it.
Tangents. Cosines of tangents. But yes. Fuck, I had something else and I forgot. Fuck, I think you had something and I forget it. But here's the thing. I haven't had sex in like a year and a half. Just go on that. It's terrible. I want to fucking die. And birds aren't real.
What the fuck? Did you smoke before you came? Like, what is this?
No, my eyes wouldn't be open. No, I just was trying to find a point to talk about and just let it all out.
I like it.
No, I remember now. I'm wearing a hat.
Oh, right, cancerous patient.
Yes, Shane has been the only one honest with me. I just got a haircut. It's the worst haircut I've had since I was in 7th grade, and my sister did it, and she just went... Basically, this I don't know what you call her, this hair cuttery person, literally at the hair cutter, that's what she did. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm staring in the mirror as it's happening. I'm blind because my glasses are off, and I'm like, what the fuck? So now like my legs are shaking. I'm like, this is terrible. What the fuck have I got myself into? Why did I rush this? I should have just texted my bartender to cut my hair, but I never did. But the reason I needed to get a haircut, finally, for me, was looking at the cameras at work, seeing me walk away, and I'm like, fuck, I have my dad's hair. I need to cut it. So that was the tipping point for me, and then this happens, and now my hair is the shortest it's been in 15 years. Everything's cold.
Yeah, bad time to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Also, why did you shave?
What? Why did what?
Like, I know that you can't grow like a beard, but like if ever there was a time to have a little bit of distraction from the top of your head.
My Mexican pedophile stash? No.
Yeah,
hard
go for it. No, it's fine.
No.
Dude, everyone needs a Hector. All right? You're this podcast's Hector now. Everyone's got a guy. You're the guy.
I'm the drunk guy.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Hector can't be drunk. Stash. Hector would be stoned. Ow. I went down wrong. Hector would be stoned, right? Haven't you seen the movies? There's a guy that plays Hector in every single thing he's ever been in.
Yeah, well. Drunk and high. Same thing. Like, it doesn't matter.
I haven't been high in like a year.
It's impressive.
Well, depends on what kind of high. But no, like, oh man. So
way to whisper that into the mic. That was very uncomfortable.
What?
It depends on what kind of high. Just in case the feds are listening.
Yeah, right. So my hair is so short. It's the shortest it's been in about 15, 16 years.
Since birth, I'd say.
No, since 7th grade. It's like the same haircut, but with more of a kind of a fade, I guess.
What fade? You could try. There's no fade.
As I whip my hair, that's non-existent. Oh man, I need to put the hat back on.
You should put that back on.
Yeah, so I'm wearing hats again. It's uncomfortable. I forgot how uncomfortable hats were, but it helps.
Yeah,
I have to hide it. So I go into the bar last night. I'm wearing a hat. Bartender's just on the shift. He's like, "Steve, take your hat off." I'm like,
"Can't."
Fuck you, man. He's like, "Oh yeah, nice." Not a single soul has said anything bad about my haircut until I came here. And Shane was like, "Yeah, you look like a cancer patient, you know."
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt from 50/50.
Yeah. So you're saying I should go to the bar and say I have cancer to pick up women?
I mean, look, it worked for him, right? Who was the chick in that movie?
Anna Kendrick.
But no, Shut the fuck up.
That was
it really?
Yeah, that was the therapist. Yeah, he got Anna Kendrick in that movie.
That's all right.
That's why it's such a good movie.
She's such a babe. You need to go. How did I forget that it was Andrew? I have such a thing for Anna Kendrick. One glass down.
Yeah. So yes. I also have this nervous twitch about me, and it's usually hidden by the fact that I have long hair. So it's usually like me, like doing like emo.
Just did that to
the
each
emo
other.
flip. Yeah. As Shane and I just
head flip
basically nutted the Roxbury over here. So like I do that, like it's just kind of like a nervous twitch kind of, and like now I'll be doing it, and I literally have no hair, and now it's just awkward.
It's awesome.
Oh fuck. How was your week, Shane?
My week was so. I'm just gonna speak about work for just half a second, since we can like.
Shane's finally working at my branch Tuesday and Wednesday, and he's gonna have a hell of a time. Like, he's gonna be like, this is actually a great fucking company if I just worked here.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's gonna go. But here's the thing. So like, I have realized I really don't care if I get fired, like, at all. So I am very honest with everyone who asks me anything. It does not matter if you are
Customer or worker?
Doesn't matter. Really don't care. Like, I treat customers decently, because like they're just regular humans.
Okay, well, I that would reflect on me. You need to be good with the customers.
I'm better with customers than I am with coworkers. I will say that.
That's fine. Me, I cause uproars the trainings. So,
well done. Wait, what did you do?
About pay and the demotion I got.
Good.
That wasn't really a demotion, but it still is a demotion.
Still is.
Yeah. So many people were like, yeah, it fucking sucks, right? We're a supervisor, now we're not. This is bullshit. I'm like, I didn't mean to get you started, but I kind of did.
There you go. Rise of all the people. That's awesome. Steve, future politician.
I used to be so quiet, too. And then this happened, and now I'm like...
You don't care.
I like him talk.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a level of just... I genuinely don't care. He's also has Jameson tonight, by the way. It's not Tell 'em or Dues, so...
It was the same price, so I had to get it.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, $10 off, so yeah, fuck yeah.
Well done.
I also bought this Thursday.
What the fuck, man?
What?
All right,
fraction it.
the weekly fraction. There's probably like a quarter of it left, maybe.
Yeah, two and a half days. Well, you can't really count Thursday and Friday. That was like that's like a day in itself. So yeah, I have a drinking problem.
Yeah, man. I'm actually like concerned for your well-being in this moment. I'm not saying stop, but I'm just saying like, fuck. That's a lot of whiskey. Like, take a picture of that bottle right now. I'll take a picture because like the studio is a fucking wreck right now, and you're gonna see like.
Just make sure you get Mrs. Incredible in it.
Well, that's the thing. So, from my angle right now, if I was to take it, you would get Olivia Munn's like airbrushed boobs in it, and it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, she's a total babe. But if you took it, you would get Mrs. Incredible, also a babe. The Ready Player One poster, which I'm still not entirely sure why it's there, and then the guest daybed thing that's here.
Oh yeah, my bed.
Steve's bed for when he can't, when even I am like, I'm not taking you home. Your drunkenness is going to affect my driving. So it's in studio, so he can just roll over there, which is incredibly effective, but it's weird. So I'm going to have to figure out where we could take that photo here in studio. But that's it's a fucked up amount of whiskey that's been consumed in 48 hours.
Yeah, ish, yeah. You got to think Thursday.
Do you use it in cereal? Like what do you do?
I play video games and I just take shots.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. When I play EA Sports
When's
Hockey,
the last day that you've gone without drinking?
Like full 24 hours?
Like a full 24-hour period.
When did I quit the theater?
It's really been that long.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you feel okay every day?
No. Every day's a struggle.
Obviously.
No, I pop like 6 500 milligram Tylenol a day, at least, at work. I wake up and I pretty much vomit. I think that's from the e-cigarette, as well as the whiskey.
Probably.
But yeah, no, nothing's going well. I mean, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
And I have to remind people just casually throughout the conversation.
Yes.
Sticking to that, at the bar last night, this guy, we've talked occasionally. That Amazon commercial. How do they do that? All that shit. The fucking kid. I fucking hate that commercial, but they show the Chiefs. Like, Chiefs fans tailgating. Go. So they show that, and I'm just looking at them like, yeah, Chiefs won the Super Bowl. So he's like, yes, they did. As he's leaving, he's like, all right, yeah, Steve, have a good one. So we shake hands. He goes, Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I'm like, fuck yeah, they did.
So I talk about it an odd amount, and I find myself...
Or the Chiefs won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Have we recorded since they won the Super Bowl, this show?
We did.
Was I brutally drunk?
You were.
Sorry. I apologize to all the listeners. But the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
One of our listeners texted me and goes, dude, what's going on with the audio file? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, at that point...
Was it just me being drunk?
No, like, I hadn't even listened to it at that point, but randomly, like, 20 minutes into our... like Super Bowl show, it was like mid.
It's just me throwing up.
No, it was like mid, just like rant of happiness from you over the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden it started sounding like you were just under fucking water, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
I was drowning in tears of happiness.
Well, it was weird. It was either like the Tullamore Dew, like, you know, that you were already drinking, mixed with the tears that were falling down, and maybe the consistency of both just settled into your mouth there, and it made you sound like you were just underwater. I don't know.
Did you sound like you were underwater?
You were in the middle of like a rant. Like, I wasn't even talking at that point. It was like a solid 3 minutes of you, and then I sounded like Bane, which is normal, I guess.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden everything sounded like it was just like in fucking horrifically slow motion. And it just did that off and on throughout, from 20 minutes to the full last hour of the show. So we did, but it wasn't good.
Well,
so sorry about that.
To all the listeners that I see on a somewhat semi basis, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not daily. I just casually bring it up in conversation. Just, you know, I'll be at work. I'll be sitting there. I'm bored. Hey, Brian, guess what? He's like, what? The Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
So I find myself doing it as a, like I'm not, obviously not a fucking Chiefs fan like you, but I'm a Chiefs appreciator. But it's weird. So I find myself bringing this up with other people, and then I have to reference why it's important to me. So I'm like, oh, man, guy I do a show with, Baby Steve. I'm like, wait, you don't know Steve. Let me explain this.
Let me explain why I just called him Baby Steve.
So I have to go through your whole origin story, Steve, to like into my life. And I'm like, man, I was supposed to go to a hockey game with my like 5 exes ago, and like it was supposed to go with the Steve. He didn't go, so we took my dad. It was awkward as shit. Next thing I know, 2 weeks later, he got the name Baby Steve from this other guy named Dan. Didn't really know how the hell it all happened. Fast forward, we do a podcast together. It's really funny. He's always drunk, and I drive him home. Don't worry, everyone gets home safe, and the fucking Chiefs won the Super Bowl. And like, no one understands why I'm talking about this, but at the end of those conversations, they're like, well, can you text me the link? So obviously I'm doing something right in these conversations, which, by the way, at my other job, I just took down our old flyer with all of our old information and shit, and they're going to sponsor Just Us. Because they have a...
Just Us.
Just Us.
Sorry, Shane's doing this weird thing with his hand. It's like if you've seen Liar Liar, it's like the claw. But yeah, he's like, Just Us, and the claw's coming at us.
One of us. But no, they put the bar in over there. So
there's a bar?
Kind of. It's like a fucking... It's weird. I don't know. It's like a fucking wall of like...
Liquor?
No, it's only beer and wine.
Oh, no, it's just not the bar for me.
Right? But like, I explained like what this stuff is about, and they were just like... They're like, oh yeah, we'll sponsor it, no problem. So like, I'm going to put up a bunch of shit for us there.
Yeah. No worries, Asian Rob. We still got you at Just Food, 215-794-3663.
He's also going to sponsor us, but that's just because he wants to, because he's a good guy.
Fantastic guy.
And great food over there at Just Food. Nice, like, casual drop-in. You're good when you're modestly sober.
Oh, man. I woke up at 8 a.m. and I started drinking. I stopped at 4.
Fuck.
And I started again.
I don't know how you do it.
But, yeah. So 4 o'clock, I watched the Flyers game. So I had a beer. And I found myself flipping between the Flyers and the XFL. Have you watched the XFL yet?
Yeah.
It's actually not. The offense is terrible. Like,
it's not a terrible product for right now.
It's great as a minor league thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all I can envision this. Like, as long as you have that in your brain, this is minor league.
Then
you're good. But oh my god, the fucking quarterbacks, man, they're fucking terrible.
Dude, it's fucking Matt McGloin.
I was watching Taylor Cornelius and Quentin Flowers.
All right, so you didn't get McGloin. You didn't.
I didn't see Cardale Jones. I saw Brandon Slivers or Silvers.
Slivers.
Slivers. Yeah, it was just terrible.
Connor Cook.
Oh, man. Hey, he started a playoff game.
What?
He started a playoff game.
I don't think he did.
He did with the Raiders.
Shut the fuck up.
Derek Carr got hurt, and then Matt McClellan got hurt. Connor Cook started.
All right, useless information here on Whiskey Ramble, but that's actually amazing. I can't believe that's fucked.
Again, me, drunk. I know everything.
Nice.
It's sports.
Wasn't like a mic drop or like salt distribution.
It was a cube.
It was an ice cube just right into the... That's got to be terribly sounding in a microphone. Yeah. Oh, my God.
But, yeah, dude, like, I'm watching. I'm like, the running backs look great. Like, these running backs look great. The defenses look good because they're not facing, like, good offense. But I'm realizing that Jim Zorn's a fucking coach of Seattle. Mark Trestman, because he can never make it back to the NFL.
It's ridiculous.
He went to the CFL and then back to the NFL and back to the CFL, and now he's in the XFL. And
How long till Andrew Luck's there? Next year? He's sick.
That's where LJ sneezes into the show.
So,
but no, like Jim Zorn, like he looks so fucking creepy. He looks like a villain in a movie with his eyebrows. They literally look
straight angle.
Dude, they fucking curl up like they're fucking like evil eyebrows. I don't know, man.
Literally just like this.
Yeah, but nobody else can see that right now.
That makes sense. We're on a podcast. Fuck. Which reminds me, I did buy one because we're gonna try it.
What camera?
Yeah, so it's like it's small one, so that way like I can have one on my side of the studio, you have one on yours, and we'll just
as long as I can't see myself during the recording.
No, that's what I'm saying, and you can't see the camera, like so it's not awkward. So you're gonna see some giant camera behind my shoulder.
So say I'm jerking off, like I won't know I'm being watched.
Well, that's uncomfortable. I'll know. I'm in the studio with you. Like that's gonna be very weird. But no, like I figured we just set it up on a microphone, man. It'll be fine.
So I will know I'm being watched.
But you'll forget about it. Because look at how... I'm not
I'll have to get more drunk.
I haven't opened it yet, but let's see what it looks like.
All right, so stay tuned for the... stay tuned 6 weeks from now when Shane finally puts all this together.
Shut up. The studio's a work in fucking progress, all right? Look at this fucking thing.
Like, to be able to watch us record this. All of our hand gestures and our weird-ass faces.
Fuck me. Well, I dropped it. I lost
it's broken.
It's too small. Can't find it.
All right, 6 months from now. Approximately 32 episodes from now, we'll actually show this on video.
Well, here's the thing. So me and you at some point, we've talked about this so much. If you guys could see our studio right now, I mean, it's a fucking... One, it's a shithole. Two, it's just small and awkward. And, like, we've moved things around so many times. Like, we started out as just sitting around a chair and one microphone.
Yeah.
So we've definitely evolved. But now we have this shitty desk that's like...
What's wrong with your desk? I mean, it's kind of dusty, but...
Well, it's glass, so it collects some just dust, like, instantly. Nice. Cocaine. But no, it's just weird. Nothing sits right. So we're going to have to sit down and figure out a way to best utilize this studio space in order to also have video. Because we have the awkward fucking mirror behind you that's just bizarre. I don't know. It's the fucking closet. I know no one can see this. We're explaining things that don't matter. And then there's the bed for no reason. Just for the nights that you get just overly just gone. And I'm like, it's just easier to push you over there.
Like, we say that, but that's never happened.
That's true.
I've slept in that bed, once, maybe twice?
Oh, you napped one time before a Chiefs game.
Oh, yeah, that was necessary, though. And then
that Chiefs game happened.
And that's the last time I put major money on a bet.
And, yeah, was that $100?
I put $100 on it. Now I'm sticking to 25 at most.
25 at most.
I put 30 on the Chiefs in the over, and that did not hit for the Super Bowl. And that was the last of my sugar house, so now I'm away from that. But FanDuel's got blackjack now.
Fuck.
But I haven't touched it.
Good. It's good that you haven't. I'll let you be an alcoholic, but a gambling addict is where I draw the line, Steve.
All right, so we're going back to bets.
Go back to bets.
I'm a fucking retard. All right, I bet. I bet fucking 11 games in soccer that were all like in the last like 90, like the last like 5 minutes. We'll say the fuck. All right, all right. Birds are watching. I don't want to see it. Shane is just flabbergasted about this camera.
I don't know, man. I pressed the button and it went blue for a quick quick second there.
So I put
Okay.
an 11-team parlay on soccer games that were ending within like 5 minutes, and I just went like win, draw, win, win, draw. I got about 3 right, but then I thought I had a really good parlay the other night in hockey. I thought it was good. Everything checked out for me.
Oh yeah, you sent me the one.
Yeah, it was like, did I put 5 or 10? I don't know. I can find it real quick.
5, I think.
Yeah, and
While
it was like Arizona over the Senators, did not hit. Flyers over the Panthers, hit. Blue Jackets over the Sabres, did not hit.
I feel like the plus
3 more.
Yeah, I feel like the ones that you had, just that you could win more money on, hit, but your locks didn't, which happened to me. So while you're looking for it, I'm going to talk about some jackass whom I call Louis Locks,
Louis Locks.
who is not elusive of lock. This man, and I don't know if he listens to the show or not, but if you do, man,
It's all your fault.
It is all your fault. I used the rest of the money that I had in my account at the time. I had transferred out all my winnings from the last month into a savings account because I'm a good gambler. But I always leave like a little bit in there so that I can still make bets. So he comes in and he goes, "Yo, dude,
Gradually build it up.
you want to make some money today?"
He comes in wanking.
Basically, I mean, he was so he's like plus 400. He goes, "There's never a 400 for this." He goes, "My hockey guy. He's just only two 400s that you'll ever get." And I'm like, "Great, man. You just won 6 grand yesterday, so like whatever it is, I'll bet it." He goes, "Pens over the Lightning, lock of the century." All right, Louis Locks. All right, Louis Locks. I see you, Louis Locks. All right, I get you, Louis Locks. All right now.
How many times can we say Louis Locks?
Well, I fucking lost. So now I refuse to go back into my savings. So I have to wait for them to give me house money again to be like, "Man, we haven't seen you in a while. Here's $10 on us." And I'll be like, "Oh, thank you. I'll begin with this, but I'm not putting money back in." You find your thing yet or no? Do you need me to keep talking?
No, work thing came up.
Fuck
and
work.
I'm trying to fucking make it awkward for my one coworker.
All right, well, do it and talk about it.
My branch is number 1 in surveys. So fuck everybody else. And
Yep.
also, yeah, I don't know. If there's 3 other
It's
games.
like a
that-
Saturday. What the fuck are you getting texts about this for?
I don't know, and my boss is on vacation, so I don't know.
He's the one texting you?
He's the one that sent it out, but it's like a group chat. So it's like, how can I make this awkward? All right, so I don't know.
Yo, can I get in on this group chat?
I don't know if I mentioned it before, but my assistant manager constantly his dad died.
Recently?
Not recently, but it continues to somehow be brought up, and it's become a joke about how it makes him feel bad. But it's really the joke of our teller says something that brings it up. So in our group chat, the same kind of text comes out. Same kind of text comes out, and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, we're killing it. Everybody keep doing what you're doing and everything." And I'm like, "Yeah, this is great and all, but it doesn't change the fact that Kobe Bryant is as dead as Brian's dad."
Oh my god. You can't say shit like that.
I did. I did. I'm so drunk.
Oh my god.
But me and Brian, we have we're on the same wavelength sometimes. Where he's like, whoa, on today of all days, and it just goes off. So the next day at work, I go up to my boss. I'm like, "Look, I'm sorry, but it needed to be done." And he's like, "No, it didn't. It did not need to be done." I'm like, "Listen, he still hasn't said anything about it."
I'm so excited to be there and finally take part in
You're
my
gonna
own.
see the branch without me, and then the branch with me, and without Brian.
Dude,
It's gonna be a complete 180 kind of.
anytime I answer a phone call from someone over there, whether it's you or Mike, the fucking level of noise that comes out of your assistant managers, just screaming nothingness.
Okay, have you ever once used Alt D?
What?
Alt D.
Yes, but you don't ever really have to.
You're
math.
right. You're right. So I'm calling another dude who's also doing the role that I'm doing,
Sure.
and we're talking about it, and there's just my assistant manager in the background going, Alt D. He's screaming it. He's screaming it so loud, like Starbucks here. Giant could probably hear it. The people in the drive-thru Starbucks are probably like, what the fuck is going on?
I'll have an Alt D, please.
Literally. So he's just screaming it. We're trying to have a conversation about, you know, what's going on with, like, our shit. And he's like, I was like, wait, have you ever used Alt D? But yeah, that's the shit that you will see. Basically, I do this podcast because a lot of my humor in this podcast, I have just it is seeped into me from working with my assistant manager for 8 years. One, trying to fuck with you, or just like try to like be like, no, that's not right. Come on, man. A lot of that. It's just crazy, but yeah, work has affected me a lot, and I want to kill myself.
Jesus.
What?
He is dead as Brian's dad.
You just had to go there on a day like today.
Today, of all days.
It's literally how it works. I think I added that to the list. I concocted a list on our shared drive on the computer for when Shane works in my branch. And it's all about my other teller. And it's me, my assistant manager, just all fucking just adding shit to it. And it's called Tally Ho.
I love it.
Because Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that movie?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
I never watched it at all, but I remember the ending. I remember the ending, and I remember the credits, and I remember it just kept screaming Tally Ho, but it wasn't actually Tally Ho. That's all I heard. So this is when Shane was my boss, and I'm a surprised 17-year-old virgin, just sweeping up popcorn, trying to get to the next theater, sweep it up, and all I hear is Tally Ho from. Sorry, I apologize. Everybody just listen to that, but just Google the Slumdog Millionaire fucking credits. And you will hear it. Oh my god, it's terrible.
Keep going.
And I kept saying how bad it was, how much I hated that song, and then I'd go to the next theater, and then I'm screaming Tally Ho. But yeah, Shane has to put up tally marks every time like the things on the list happen, and there's no limit to the tallies. Like it's just he's there for 2 days. He has to tally how often these things happen. Oh god, you play it on.
Theme music for the show.
Yeah, literally. Like I found myself like fucking going to the next theater and just fucking just dancing around like a fucking leprechaun. Do this, and it's nothing about Ireland. Literally, it's like I can't explain it in any other way. It's like a leprechaun dance that I would do.
All right.
Yes. So I told Brian about that and immediately blasted it on our speaker at work. So like to the point where like Starbucks was knocking on the fucking wall. We played it's so fucking loud. Like when you put on a Bluetooth speaker and put that shit all the way up to fucking 11, it's so fucking loud. And like Starbucks is like, what the fuck is going on? They're like knocking on it. And it's not their employees, it's their fucking customers. So I was like, Tally ho.
I love this is twice that you've sang now.
Yeah, we'll keep it away from that. You know, I have cancer. Hair. You know, we finished. You just kept laughing.
Cancer. Hair.
But yes, you wanted to bitch about some things from work.
I can't even remember.
You're a dick to coworkers, but you're nice to customers.
It was like 40 minutes ago.
I know, but just tangents, man. Cosines and tangents.
Yeah, man, I don't even remember. Oh, I have zero filter, zero fucking care anymore. So like, I see that someone calls from like the regional office, and I just assume it's like our regional, and I'm just like, "You have a new fucking job for me yet?" Is how I answer the phone. And
oh my god, it's terrible.
Every time. Oh, no, you know, not yet, but I'm working on it. I swear. We'll see what we could get going on. I'm like, all right, well, then I'm going to hang up the fucking phone. Like, I just don't care. And then
see,
I'll hang up.
I recognize the numbers. And the one time it was the regional that they called, and I was like, yeah, I go through the whole spiel, and he's like, oh yeah, congrats, the Chiefs won. I'm like, oh yeah, did you want to talk to Mike?
Chiefs won, by the way.
That's all he wanted to say.
He just wanted to call you and say congratulations, the Chiefs won?
Yeah.
And he couldn't call me and say congratulations on placing you somewhere that you want to be?
No.
What an anus. Jesus.
But no, every time the other office calls that you had just worked at, like, I go through the whole spiel, and then once it's the manager, and he goes, hey, how's it going? I'm like, well, every day's a struggle. And I don't laugh, but I'm dead serious about how much like I hate my life and I hate this job. And he's like, oh yeah. He goes, living the dream, and I'm like,
white people talk.
Every day's a nightmare.
Dreams, nightmares.
Meek Mill,
Philadelphia.
Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
See, I wasn't that obnoxious.
Well, I was, but I'm a Philadelphia fan.
I guess. Yeah.
There's
I
difference.
can't imagine me when the Flyers win. If the
I'm going to
Flyers
be
ever
so
win,
bad.
if the Flyers ever win Stanley Cup, man, that will. The day after the parade will be when I die.
Might be for all of us. That just might be the demise of Philly. And like it's weird. Like I feel like we're the smallest pocket of fans
I
within
kept
the city.
saying that about like the Eagles, but after seeing that, but like the Flyers one,
It's ridiculous.
It's just
Because here's the thing. Like, sure, everyone's going to tell you Philadelphia's a football town. Philadelphia's a football. Like, whatever. Philadelphia's a town of whomever the fuck is fucking winning.
It is.
But here's the
True.
thing: the most diehard fans, and the most people are going to probably die fans if someone wins. Definitely Flyers fans. Like, we're the best people in the city.
like for me personally. I can't speak for others. I never thought I would see the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. I saw it. I witnessed it. It happened in my lifetime. It happened. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl with Andy Reid as coach.
Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback of all time. If the Flyers win the fucking Stanley Cup in the near future, I'm dead after it. I have nothing else to live for.
Well,
Literally.
sex.
Yeah, but like I saw those two things. Like I would have seen those two things happen. I've had sex before. Like
I'll have sex before. And I'll do it again. That's exactly what you sounded like.
Like I've had the sex. I've had sex on multiple occasions. Okay.
I have a deep history of sex.
I may have a fuck trophy. But the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. If I see the Flyers win the Stanley Cup, like I've seen, like the Phillies won the World Series. Sure. As I was starting to like get into them, I've kind of faded out because 2011 everything went downhill. But the Flyers I've stuck through since like fucking 1997 when I can actually understand what was happening. That came out weird. Understand. That
was the last hockey game I played a full season in.
What?
NHL 97. PlayStation 1. I'm sorry, I just remember it was that and
you just threw me off. No, I can't finish my statement. But no. If I witness the Flyers win the fucking Stanley Cup,
on emotion because Brian's dad died
on a day like today. Wait, if the Flyers win the fucking Stanley Cup, there's nothing else that I can look forward to besides like maybe a dynasty. But at the same time, hey, this happened. It's not going to get any better
than the first one. Like, than the first one in a while, like, that's going to be peak.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, and, I'll say to my kid, that's not mine.
Just a random kid on the street. I might
You're
be
not
your
my
father.
kid, but hey, I might have one somewhere.
I would, all right.
That is a parade that I am 100% going to if it ever does happen.
Yep.
So many people at work were like all of these customers like, oh, why didn't you go out to the parade? I'm like,
didn't I tell you this?
I don't have the money, and
So
and I couldn't take off.
Stephanie's friend, her husband, Chiefs fan. That was directly into the mic. Jesus,
It would come out. I apologize.
Yeah, he's like 7 fingers in after taking 6 hours off from drinking the first 3/4 of the bottle of Jameson. The big bottle, too. Not even it doesn't.
It's a handle.
Guy's gonna die.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's insane. I just don't know how you did that, man. Like, I can't even drink that much water in a day anymore. That's
Yes,
a
you
fucking
can.
lie. I actually find myself drinking enough water to drown myself on purpose, specifically because the more I drink, the more times I have to pee, which is the more times I get the fuck away from my coworkers all day. And it's the only time I get to walk around in a fucking job like ours.
Yes. I literally look at the glass walls and see a customer. I'm like, well, now's my time to shit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When I see someone, like, because I'm the first, like, station of help, and possibly the
Of
only
hell.
one with a brain cell, like, even a single one, at most of the places I work through. And I'm like, well, that person's a fucking skunt faucet. Definitely not helping them.
Skunt faucet? Like,
Skunt faucet.
you said this earlier, and I'm still confused by it. Can you please elaborate?
So there was a guy who used to work at our old job with me, and you good there?
I just cracked my hip.
Oh man,
You keep going.
yeah, but like, you gonna die?
I wish.
All right, well,
Unfortunately, not yet.
so but yeah, he and his brother would just make up variations of like swear words that just sounded funnier than the words themselves. Like, call someone a cunt faucet, it's just weird. But when you say skunt
But
faucet,
it's kind of funny.
it's still funny because you
I
use
mean,
the word
cunt is great.
It's an awesome word.
It's the best word out there, but you got to use it in
Fuck's
moderation.
a better word than cunt. But cunt
Fuck you
packs,
can use in whenever,
Anywhere.
but cunt best used moderation.
yes. If used appropriately, there's nothing better than a well-placed cunt.
And then there's Australians.
They're great. But they overuse it. That's their fuck.
Oh yeah, it is. But yeah,
What the fuck did you put underneath? Is it your e-cigarette?
yeah,
That makes
it's
sense.
charging. It's charging.
Charging.
So yeah, skunt
So
faucet.
skunt faucet. So he just threw an S in front of cunt and then a random appliance that he looked at. So he looked across the room and he was faucet. That's a weird word. I think it's because he couldn't spell it. And he just went skunt faucet.
FAUCET.
There you go. Not drunk enough. But yeah, skunt
right.
faucet. So I'll see. Hate that skunt faucet. Me too. I go out there. They must think that I have like the worst bowel systems in the history of bowel systems.
I literally just walk to the back and just meander. I'm just fucking. What did I come back here for?
You know what I do? The same thing that I used to do at our old job. I walk in the bathroom. I put
I
think LJ just
I
came.
wish that was a ghost, but it was LJ. Something happened in sports for
obviously
LJ.
AFL, XFL. My bad.
No,
I already
XFL's
forget.
done for the day.
Oh yeah, what was 4:00 their last game?
Yeah, it was probably some college basketball.
Well, we're both checking Twitter right now, so bear with us. I guess I suppose I could just text him, but damn.
But yeah, so skunt faucet. Never a term I would use. Oh, maybe cunt waffle.
Cunt and waffle's a good one.
That is a good one. But yeah, I forget where you were going with the whole thing with skunt faucet. You ignore customers to go in the back and use your skunt
Right.
faucet.
I use my skunt faucet. So,
Like me, I just go in the back. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting another water.
nope.
I have literally gotten another water when I have like half one, like a half of.
I do that too. At your desk and you come back with it.
Yeah.
Same.
But at the same time, I'm like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go talk to Brian now.
Not me, man. Don't even care.
I
I just
kinda
put
let my
headphones
fuck-
in the bathroom and lean on the wall. That's it.
And
Sorry, I'm still very AIDSy. I don't know what's going on. Like the Ebola's strong right now.
it's not Ebola, it's coronavirus.
Look, I didn't want to be full blown.
It's 2020.
Listen. I'm always in the past. Always. Yellow fever in a bag was my jam.
Hold on. Have you seen the people? What was that? Have you seen the people with the SARS masks?
Oh yeah.
those doctors' masks,
Yep.
whatever. There will forever be SARS masks.
Shires.
To be SARS masks. Because that was my first understanding of, oh, look, something might be happening. And they're wearing masks. It's SARS. So every time I see someone wearing that fucking mask, I'm like, see that
Speaking of
fucking
masks.
dick with the fucking SARS mask?
That's actually awesome. Speaking of masks, Stephanie texts me, and her phone keeps auto. I know it's bad. Sorry, guys. I'm not doing the cocaine.
I am. Not.
But her phone keeps autocorrecting Babe to Bane. So I bought a Bane mask. And I don't know when the next time sexual relations will occur in my life with her.
Sexual relation.
But I have high hopes that it might be
All
in
right,
the
Harry
next
Cowles.
couple months. And if that's the case, I'm hiding that under the pillow, and then midway through, just
Yes, you like it when Daddy spanks you like that.
in a Bane mask. This will be one of my best accomplishments in life.
I can't. I'm internally struggling right now
Why?
because I don't know.
Because you want to watch?
No, I don't want to watch. But will it turn her on more for more sex,
If it does, I'm wearing it all the time.
or will she be so turned off where you don't get the sex at that time and then never again?
I'll have a great story. Like sometimes you just gotta like. I told you, man. With what I got to do at your branch when I go in, I'm committed to these things. Practical jokes, I am there for.
Oh yes, Shane is a Blues Traveler cover band.
Cover band.
Just to make sure it happens.
Once upon a dream. It's going to be amazing. I've learned 2 songs in their entirety so far. On guitar and vocally. Can't sing it right now because I have, fucking the cocaine drip.
I'm also
But
dying.
I know. I don't know what's going on with us tonight.
Yeah. The
I get a text.
You get a text.
I get a text from Steve
From
whilst
me.
working. And
While we're
I'm-
both working.
right? And I'm helping a customer, but my phone's propped up because I was doing homework or something. And I see the drop down of the text, and it's just like, need a big favor. And honestly, I thought that like your gambling problem went legit, and you needed a place to stay because you couldn't afford rent anymore. It's almost always when I hear like I need a favor.
No, I paid rent. I paid rent late, but also early. I gave him $1,200.
right?
So I paid February late, but March early.
But I got you. So that happened. I get this text, and then the next text that follows, he just goes, "You're in a Blues Traveler cover band.
Please bring your guitar.
Please bring your guitar." And I was like, done and done. But I laughed in the face of a customer, and I didn't have an explanation why. But like I said, if I end up getting placed at your place of employment, say we're there for 10 years each, which we will not be, by the way, but say we are for 10 years.
I can't believe I've been in the same fucking
For 10 years,
building kind of.
I will be in a Blues
asterisk 8
Travelers
years.
cover band.
Man, I want a new job.
Yeah, man, me too. Well, look, if the people support us enough and share us enough, maybe we'll just catch on with Barstool.
Right?
I
We have the humor.
yeah.
But yeah.
You drink, we gamble. There's sports sometimes. We over sexualize women. Like we're a mess.
Yeah, we
We're
are
basically
a mess.
Barstool's brand.
We are 100% their brand. And I am smarter than all of them in hockey. So,
There you go. So there's that.
I mean, the one guy, he's okay. But now, better.
Better.
I'm better. You really don't like Ready Player One?
No, I didn't dislike Ready Player One. I just like I look at it and I'm like,
There's no attractive woman on it.
well, that's not true. She's all right looking.
Yeah, even with like the facial scars they try to put.
Better
on
with
her.
the facial scars, honestly. She looks like someone that you could just do some terrible things to, and like she's just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's weird. Like so if let's just describe the studio real quick.
Okay.
We have
an upside down dog thing.
because we are now effectively just dead. The Eagles are just dead. The underdog mask is gone. The franchise is dead. They won their one. They sold their soul. It's over. But we have the one wall that is filled entirely with sports gear, and then
It's not 100% sure.
and then
Okay.
it has Danny Daniels twice
That's
because she deserves
That
it.
is a fine ass.
She's amazing. Danny Daniels is one of the most fucking incredible women in the world.
I mean, like, she has a fine enough ass, and then she's sitting on, like, that fucking pool rail.
It's great.
Just accentuates it.
So there's that wall. Behind
He's
I
got
have.
hold on.
What's
He's got
behind it?
he's got a Brian Dawkins.
Oh, you want me to go piece by piece? We'll go piece by piece.
Yeah, he's got a Brian Dawkins thing. He's
Brian
got
Dawkins had a Brent Selleck signed to me. We have a photo of the Wells Fargo Center for the Flyers. Scotty Lawton's first goal that's autographed.
but he's wearing number 49, and it pisses me off.
Terrible
and
number.
You know what? Every time I see Joel Farabee, I love how he plays. I hate that he's wearing that number.
Right?
That's Shane
The
Stein.
lights, the light, whatever thing from the Caps series.
Yeah, that we were starting.
That Ryan White
were there.
was like-
we were there.
We were there. He was like out of fucking throwing stuff on the ice too, and I was like, man, he's a Flyer forever, even if it was only 1 year.
Fuck that guy.
And behind us, I have Chase Utley's.
That's a different wall.
Newspaper.
That's a different wall.
Half wall, quarter wall, sliver of a wall,
Fifth.
alcove, fifth. Fuck the fractions on this show.
Directly behind Shane is Chase Utley.
Chase Utley and McGraw. Then we go back to the movie side of the other side of the studio. I have The Martian on this wall.
I almost fell. Thank you for saying it.
No problem. I saw the struggle, which is weird because the Martian poster. For you guys who haven't seen The Martian,
That's a great movie.
it's an amazing movie, and it's an even funnier book. Which
that
started out as a
is
blog.
something I wanted to download on.
Audible.
Yes.
Well, I have the book if you want to take it with you.
Yeah, but the same thing is like I still need to finish like the other that JFK book.
I swore that you finished that.
I did not. No, dude. I got stuck when he's
Right,
spying
when he's
on him.
spying, I
And
got
then,
you.
like I just got to get back into it.
I think that's a book that you can't stop and start up again. Like you're never going to finish it now. But The Martian, if you've never seen the poster for it, it's Matt Damon's fucking face in a helmet, and it just says "Bring him home" in big letters.
Matt Damon.
And it doesn't make fucking sense. It just says "Bring him." It's not the title of the goddamn movie. It pisses me off so much that I put it in front of the spare bedroom. So that's there. Then we have Ready Player One, the incredible. Go ahead, drunk Steve. Right? Isn't it fucking weird?
It says The Martian, but
But it's little compared to "Bring Him Home,"
Yeah.
which is not the title of the goddamn movie.
I had to double check.
So I had to give Steph something, so she's got a Harry Potter thing with all the fucking spells and like the pattern that I want.
As he's doing the spells
hypothetically,
with his
right?
hand.
With a marker, not my hand, because it's basically a makeshift wand in this moment. Our studio makes no sense. Is basically what I'm getting at. Like,
What is that?
so that is a
Right next to The Incredibles is
next
a
to the
work of
Incredible-
art.
There's a piece of art that an old friend of mine took a bunch of different elements of like my life, put it into a piece of artwork up there.
I don't see any reconstructions there.
Really, you and I fished together multiple times. There's a guitar. I don't really know what the rest means.
I meant ACL reconstructions.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
But
Yeah,
yes,
I have two healthy knees in the photo.
There's also a dartboard on the,
Dartboard on the door.
which is that's a dangerous thing.
It's not smart.
Because my previous apartment before I moved into this house is I got a dartboard because hey, darts are fun. I love darts.
Darts are great.
Right against the wall in my kitchen. Fucking keep doing it. And there's so many fucking holes in the wall now because everybody's bad. So we get a fucking... One of my roommates steals like a fucking traffic sign. Big ass traffic sign. Puts it there. Put the dartboard on top of it. Then we're doing that. Now it's just louder. So we're moving out and I was like, alright. We got to get out. We got to get out. All right. No, everything's clean. Just ignore that wall. All right. See you later. When are we getting our security deposit?
Not happening.
Well, I wasn't the one in charge of that, so it is now about 4 or 5 years later, and Never got the security deposit.
Can't imagine why, man.
Well, here's the thing. Again, I wasn't the one in communication with the landlord this time. And
I can only imagine if I'm going to get mine back for this home.
what would be wrong with it?
Everything. I mean, granted, I inherited everything wrong. Like, I inherited, like, Band-Aid fixes, and then, like, the Band-Aids broke. So, I have fixed a lot in this house. Like, I have fixed the showers. I have fixed drywall. I've fixed everything. It's electrical issues downstairs. Everything.
My
this
second apartment, snow and rain caused a hole in the wall in the ceiling, basically the roof. So I told my landlord secretary, who was my main point of contact, and then when I was eventually moving out, I was like, yeah, please disregard the hole in the wall because I let you know about that 8 months ago. Here's the email. But also my roommate's fish tank collapsing and then supposedly damaging equipment downstairs. I don't hear about that anymore, so I'm just keep the security deposit.
Yeah.
So I changed my number.
Oh, that's one of the times.
Yeah. That was
Not
actually the most
related.
recent time.
We need to have Ian on this show at some point.
Is he texting you right now?
Yeah, he just randomly texts me just either funny memes or just funny shit that happens to him.
I would love to have him like Saturday night, like tonight, so
Yeah.
he could drink.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He could pass out right there.
Yeah, we could just roll him over into that bed instead. You can have the couch.
No, I could Uber home. I don't care.
That's true. If you survive.
Unfortunately, I always survive. Unfortunately, I always survive.
Almost always.
No, I'm still here today. I unfortunately always survive. You have nothing against that. Nothing to counter it.
No. Still pulsed. What are we at?
I don't
like
know.
we always
I
hit
almost
these
just shit
points.
myself.
57. That ain't bad.
I don't know. You got anything else?
I'm sure, but we'll figure it out.
Fucking figure, dude.
Figured out. Stephanie uses all Letterkenny talk now throughout. all
Oh
the day.
man, she's probably further than I am. Because I never
She's in
got
like
past.
the third season or fourth season.
I heard it got bad, but I still.
It's not bad.
I'm an asshole.
There was
I love this show, but I just didn't continue to watch.
There was one season that was not awesome.
I heard like the most recent one. It's not great.
It's different.
I mean, you were trying to show me that fucking McMurray one.
No, that was the previous season.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we were. I don't know. Randomly, she'll just hit me with a "can confirm," and it's weird that like in that moment, like I hear her saying it, but I visualize Katie and like that marriage together. I'm
And
like,
then you're just horny.
that's what I'm saying.
Can confirm is a Letterkenny thing, but before I hit the microphone. I'm sorry. Okay, nobody's gonna like that.
It's amazing.
It's gonna make everybody feel awkward. But yeah, can confirm was
Letterkenny.
me before Letterkenny. It was me and again my assistant manager just going. But who's Ken? So we would do Ken, Ken, confirm.
Like a question. Just pose it as a question all the time.
No, it's like Ken himself.
Confirm.
Yes. And then do you remember Hockey Insider?
Yeah.
That was another thing. So we would be like, are you sure this is real? And I'm like, can confirm Insider. So that's another strange bullshit that we would do. And yeah. So Shane is going to work on my branch when I'm not there and then when I am there.
Yep. And then I have training the rest of the month. I think.
What?
I think I have training like the rest of that month.
Who gives a shit?
Right? It's ridiculous.
We still have a park slope here.
Ooh, the only one that we have active is the $5 Flyers bet.
Yes. The Flyers to win the East.
$5 to win $1.85, right?
105. It could still happen. How confident are you in my bet?
I am more confident in the Flyers winning a championship before any other team in the city.
Really? Even the Sixers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. It's strange how tides shift.
Yeah, it's weird. Like entering into the season,
I really would have said the Sixers, but then this year happened. I guess.
Right? We all would have said the Eagles after 16, thinking Carson coming back.
I wouldn't have.
I mean, I do think that's.
I thought they would
most
make
difficult.
I'm also the man that bet on the Eagles and the Chiefs to be in the
Super Bowl.
in the Super Bowl. Yes.
I don't think the Phillies ever have a shot.
Well, if they change it,
Change what? The playoff format?
yeah,
No, don't do that.
it is stupid.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. So, but Flyers. The Flyers are legitimately, I think, the best team in the city.
Did you watch the game today?
No, only the second period,
Yeah,
which wasn't a terrible period.
I honestly was flipping back and forth. I was like, this game, like, they're not going to win.
Yeah, but we knew they weren't going to win
But
because they
at the same
won the
time-
first part of the Florida trip.
Yeah, my thing was like, even, like, I don't think they're playing bad. It's just Tampa is that fucking good.
9-0.
Now, if that was happening against Boston, I would have been angry. Because I think they can take Boston. Tampa, I'm not so sure yet.
We'll beat them at playoff series because they're Tampa.
Yeah, we'll sweep them. Yeah. Columbus did. What? They did.
Columbus, the Flyers will not sweep the Lightning, but I believe the Flyers could win. Like, I just don't fear Tampa at all.
I am just waiting for this playoffs just to see how this team is.
I don't know. I think they're very good.
Yeah.
I do.
Also, Elaine Vigneault was going full. Let's take a timeout. You knew the face I was trying to go for. You just can't think of it yet.
I can't.
Regional.
Oh, got it. Nope. Took me a minute. Gotcha.
But yeah, AV was like, okay, yeah, we'll take this timeout now. And ideally, it should have worked out, but no. No, it did. And then
I have a drinking problem.
and then the Chiefs won the Super Bowl
And then Brian's dad died.
on a day like today.
Today. Oh, my God.
But yeah, on that note of complete fuck whatever Steve was talking about,
What a fucking episode.
I don't think I have anything else besides I have a chronic depression and alcoholism.
Oh, my God.
LJ has a chronic sneezing disorder.
Was it a sneeze or was it like just a rumbling fart?
I'll leave that up to you.
I don't
You
know.
live with him. I don't.
It's tough.
All right. Do you have anything else to add?
That's all I got, my friend.
All right. We mentioned it earlier. If you are in the Bucks County area, Bucks County, Montgomery area, and you are hungry and lazy like I am, you can always reach out to Just Food, 215-794-FOOD, 215-794-3663. Treat yourself. Take it home. Do they deliver? I don't remember. You got to help me out here.
Possibly an Uber Eats type of job there. I don't know.
Do they?
Maybe.
All right, I'm hopping on it.
Hop on after the show because I don't fucking know.
All right. Shane, do you have anything else to add?
Additional sponsors, also food representing, but they also have not a bar, but like you could get a beer there. It's weird. I don't know. It's like a fuck it. I don't know. HG Coal Fire in Warrington. It's 215. I don't fucking know the number. Just
Try it next time.
it's Hector. Just go on your phone, search for anyone named Hector or the closest thing. It's there. HG Coal Fire. Check them out.
All right. I
Louis Locks works there. He'll give you a shitty Penguins bet. Tell him Shane sent you.
I don't think we have anything else to add. to our terrible sponsorships. I'm sorry, sponsors.
Sponsorships.
I apologize, sponsors, but you guys are great.
Moviejourneys.com. That's Kev. Old TJ's one of us host. I keep forgetting to give him a shout out. My apologies.
Fucking asshole.
Look, my bad. The Oscars just happened.
Man, Kevin's doing all he can.
He's a good dude.
He's a great guy, from what I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever met the gentleman.
All right, so we have nothing else.
That's it.
I am appropriately drunk now.
Nailed it.
I had to stumble over that.
Appropriately.
Fuck you. Please give me a ride home.
I will. Well, to the bar.
I might actually. I don't know yet. So yes, thank you again for sticking with us, listening to us bitch and rant about shit, and laughing along the way, because everything about this is a joke. Life is a joke. My life is the joke. Everything you hear here.
That's why he's always smiling.
Everything you
Do you
hear.
know I got these scars?
Fuck you. Everything you hear during this podcast just leads to my life is a joke. So I appreciate you all listening. We'll catch you next time, where hopefully Shane doesn't laugh during the introduction, ruining my spot. All right, we'll catch you next time on the Always Next Year podcast, Whiskey Ramble.
A fighting man I used to be, revered and feared through Killarney. Now I'm back to hitching with the wind. But if Mickey Flynn should ever find me, I'll throw me caution all behind me and square off on that son of a bitch again. He cracked open a river too, he beat me Sundays through and through, and so jig over my unconscious frame. I won me healthy sheriff fights, well lucky son still have me life since Mickey Flynn beat me dumb and lame.